Good morning, cultists. Welcome to Dessert Time with CthuLoops. Alright, so this is the post-mortem for our Praise the Zun campaign. It's gonna go a little differently than our past post-mortems, especially because we ended up with an immortal character that had so many children and so many wives. Yep. You might have noticed something strange there, but I'll explain that in a bit. First, let's take a look at the state of the world. We haven't had the Mongol invasion yet. It would have been nice to see how we fared against them, but it's fine. Tibet's kind of been broken up into various places, and actually, India is kind of down to 3 kingdoms. There's the Rashtrakuta, there's the Ramadavid, and the Lanka. We're not gonna count these guys as a separate realm because you know they're only one county. So somehow, despite all this happening, India kind of ended up being fairly uniform, which I thought was interesting. And you also might have noticed that the time is time has passed since the end of our actual campaign. And that's kind of the reason why the post-mortem took so long to come out. It's because I actually spent the time to manage my vassals so that I got rid of all of my non-Church of Zun vassals, took all their lands, and then granted them to various, Zunists. I kind of wanted to do it like one at a time. In my past experience, I found that doing like multiple revocations of like various kingdoms at once, even though individually they will all say yes, there's a chance that they might just instantaneously revolt, resulting in like multiple revolutions at the same time. That becomes very difficult to manage. So I took my time. I worked through one kingdom at a time, etc., etc. So unfortunately, that's kind of what caused the delay here. So we ended up with, well, they're not all Zunist yet. The territories themselves aren't all Zunist yet, but at least all the vassals themselves are. So let's take a look in our thing here. Let's see. Moral authority in terms of or the size of our Church of Zun now spans 429 counties, which is crazy. It's almost double that of the Orthodox, but actually not quite, maybe 100 less than double. Anyways, somehow Suam and Usko have achieved 100% moral authority, which is crazy to me, but you know, good for them. Dynasty, no, my direct vassals. Yep. All of my direct vassals are Church of Zun. All vassals in the realm, almost all of them are Zunist, except for one dude who's Jewish, who's down in, where? Palmyra. Over here. He apparently runs the city of Palmyra. Good for you, man. Good for you. He doesn't seem to mind too much that I'm not Jewish myself, but anyways. So that's kind of that area. Let's take a look at the religions of this world. Somehow, West Africanism, despite remaining pagan, has not yet been stomped out. I do not understand, but, you know, good for them. They managed to stick it out for this long, and that is quite an achievement in and of itself, I must say. We unfortunately didn't manage to stomp out the Qtid, but that's fine. I mean, it's all just minor stuff at this point. The Umayyads are back. I don't understand how they came back, but they came back. So what happened with this thing? Installed by faction demand. So someone else inherited the Umayyad dynasty, or the Umayyad Empire, and then factions demanded that the Umayyads be reinstated, which is crazy. And this guy is the Caliph of the Sunni religion, I believe, because I managed to revoke the entirety of the Abbasids' territories. I don't know if the Abbasids are still even around. I think some of their progeny are, but as far as I can tell. Actually, let me take a quick look here. And obviously you can tell I've been looking for a new wife and etc, etc. But let me explain something in a bit, alright. So Abbas, I don't know how to spell their name. Sid. Abba. There we go. We're looking for Abbas. Okay, so they still exist, obviously. We have an Abbasid lady in our court who is Han Chinese, but is also Taoist, but is Abbasid? Wow. Holy shit. Okay, there are 7 living members of the Abbasid still left. I mean, I guess I could try to find them and murder them all, but nah. Why not? Why, right? I mean, why waste that time, right? That's what I'm saying. I mean, it would be fun, but that's whatever. That's beyond the scope of this playthrough. Orthodoxism has really just spread up to the rest of Europe here. Catholicism is making a comeback, thanks to, I think, mostly thanks to the efforts of Britannia, which is crazy to think about. I think the Norse religion has been pretty much wiped out. I don't know if there's anyone still left around that is Germanic. I think their culture might still be around. Yeah, there's still some smattering of Norse here and there, but for the most part, I believe it's kind of on its way out as well, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's all just because of my personal attachment to the Norse and whatnot. Somehow, Romuva, also being pagan, unreformed pagan, has managed to survive as well, which is crazy. I mean, good for you guys. And she is kind of making a comeback in the via the Magyar, which is also a little bizarre. Yeah, a lot of bizarre things happen in this playthrough, which I'm really digging. I like it when strange things happen when I play. I like to try to take credit for it, but obviously it's not my doing at all. But anyways, so I think that's the state of the world. I don't know if there's much else to really see. Various dynasties, I guess. I don't know if the Carlings are still around. I know they kind of made a comeback initially, but I think the Carlings are pretty much dead. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the state of the world for now. Okay. So let me explain what happened here. So, our previous wife that we ended the series with died. So what I did was I actually requested an Imperial marriage for my son. And so I married my granddaughter. Oh my god. This playthrough has become more Zoroastrian than I intended. Oh, jeez. Also, something else interesting that happened. Let's see. You guys are gonna love this. Glitterhoof. That's right. So, whilst I was dealing with all the vassal stuff here, it finally happened. I appointed Glitterhoof as my advisor, and then I decided to make Glitterhoof immortal. So then I took up Glitterhoof as my concubine. Obviously, I couldn't have a child with a horse, but I tried to circumvent that via assigning her as the guardian to various children. Didn't really work out. Unfortunately, their I believe heritage or whatever kind of stayed the same. So now I've managed to change the inheritance laws in the Zunbil Empire, the Shadow of Khorasan, and the Shadow of Sind to absolute cognatic. However, I still can't seem to grant land to Glitterhoof. I don't know why. I'm kind of hoping that's not because she's a female, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe it is because she's female. What? Wait, what? 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 Wait, what? Wait, I don't understand. But she has a human mother. I don't understand. So wait, she has a human mother and a human father. What? But she's a twin. His siblings aren't horse? What? What the fuck happened? Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh no, he's got... Oh, she had some other horse children. Oh, fuck. Damn it. What a missed opportunity. Ah, that sucks. Whoa, this guy's gotta be immortal, right? Yeah, he's like 60 years old. He's gotta be immortal. So is this one. Hot diggity damn. Does that mean this guy's immortal? Possibly. Well, he's a steward there. I wonder if it's possible... You know what? I think we can pretty much assume that a lot of the horses that have reached reached an age past 30 are immortal. Okay, here. I'm actually gonna try this. I didn't really want to do this, you know. But I guess it... You know what? It doesn't really matter. The series is over. So anyways, that explains why my granddaughter is now my wife. She's attractive, apparently. She's an impaler. And she's a Chinese princess. The daughter of my son, of course. To whom I granted the gift of a concubine in the form of his sister. So maybe... It just... You know, it runs in the family, the whole Wincest thing. Oh my god. Anyways. What was I talking about? Oh, right. So wives and all that stuff. Okay, so, I don't think I'm going to remember all of my wives, especially since I had so many. Even more so than normal, I think? Well, actually, not that many. The other difficulty, of course, would be finding out how many children Zunbilis had exactly. Because we had a lot of bastard children that we never really, you know, legitimized or acknowledged. So a lot of these children are going to be... Yeah. I don't know. So we'll just go through our children one by one. And then later we'll go through the various rulers in the past and all that stuff, which is, you know, not exactly how we normally do things. I don't remember when this daughter died of, oh, wait, okay. That's why, I see. Ah, there we go. There we go. There's a crazy list of children. Oh my goodness. So where was I? All right. So our first son, Daffy, named so because of his lisp. You know, thought kind of reminded me of Daffy Duck. Is it Daffy Duck? Yeah, Daffy Duck. And Disappointment Kure Zumbilius, who really lived up to his name and died of poor health at the age of 39. What a fucking chump. Slothful. I believe Mozafar we had some issues with because he became the Grand Master of the Knights of the Sun. And then he, I believe we may have been in a rival at the time. So he was a real bitch about it and he didn't want to lend me his troops and shit. And then we had Osiosus Beniosus, who died old and infirm. Unfortunately didn't really get to see any kind of like rule. Bezin we sent to China to get a lot of grace because she was a genius daughter. I don't remember this one at all. We didn't even name her properly, I guess, but she became a lunatic. Fair enough. Yeah, I remember this one dying of rabies. I wonder what happened with this guy. Nothing. Fantastic. Now where was I? Right. So I remember she kind of contracted rabies out of nowhere and she just straight up died. Well, too bad for her. I don't know how she became one-handed. I think I think at one point she may have actually been a commander. Of course, she had various bastard children. You know, good for her and all that. Bahar, another genius that we sent to China as a concubine. Binar, unremarkable. Bohar, unremarkable. Hey! Fucking piece of shit. He just looks like a modern dude. Have you noticed? Like, this guy just straight up looks like some dude that you'd see walking down the street. Silaz. Oh yeah, Ang. He turned out to be pretty remarkable with his intrigue. But unfortunately, he died well before his prime. Mensur died of syphilis. What a jerk. Rengen died of gout. Ronahi, or whatever. Ah, yes. One of our daughters with lover's pox. And then we've got this guy. Right, born of our illicit union with one of the Chinese princesses. Alaverdi. Right, another one of our bastard children, I think. Legitimized bastard children? No, he must not be. He's a concubine. Oh, I guess same with this guy. Alright, fair enough. Yes, another daughter with lover's pox. Fantastic. Duman, lover's pox, lover's pox. Ang, I sent to China. I believe this might have happened recently, actually, because he was getting fairly old, and I decided to just, you know, get some more favor with my son. So I sent him over to China. I think as a commander. No, wait, maybe I did that a long time ago. Never mind, I did that like 100 years ago. My bad. Wait, was it? No. I did that 40 years ago. Never mind, I was reading the wrong number there. Golnaz, lover's pox, died of cancer. Agony, unfortunately, kind of died of sniffles. He really did live up to his name. I think he was in agony as he died. But otherwise, a pretty awesome character. You know, despite his low diplomacy. Zwerayar, unremarkable. Dilzos died in my dungeons. I don't remember why she died in my dungeons. I think this might have been during the plague years. No, this is way before the. No, it's possible that this might have been during the plague years. No, wait. That would have been like, no, 20-something years ago. Never mind. She died like 30-something years ago. Alright, I don't quite remember why she died in my prison, but she did. Another one with lover's pox. No lover's pox, unfortunately. Vanthus died of the syphilis and lunacy. Good for you, Vanthus. And Zinette died of cancer, and also possession. Miwino, despite having pretty good stats, died of pneumonia, like a chump. And Xerxin, turned out to be a brilliant strategist, died in battle, fittingly. Vali died of pneumonia. Another one with the lover's pox. I believe this might have been during the time of the Black Plague. Naznaz. Yeah, another one that we sent to China as a concubine. Merzad, syphilis, buttface, cancer and depression. Sehandar, I really don't remember. Uslo, the slow bastard, lived to the ripe old age of 44. Mediocre. Oh, right, no, it's mediocre that I sent to China as a eunuch. Yeah, he's getting fairly old. I decided to send him at the age of 69 as a eunuch to China. I don't know if he's actually, you know, been with anyone. He might have died a virgin. Oh well. Yusuf, I guess just died of cancer. Mediocre. Wait, when did I send this one? This one I sent, what, 30 years ago? This one I sent fairly recently. Okay, so I guess I sent this mediocre first. And, it kind of seems like the name mediocre, you end up being a eunuch. Grivan, I think I sent to China because she pissed me off and she decided to blackmail me about my various illicit affairs. Boobaladang unfortunately died during the plague years. when I think just died of starvation is how he went down. Because we were sealed away for so long. Nerman, don't know. Lala Fudala, who married the bear, unfortunately did not bear me a bear child. Unbelievably. Absolutely the worst. But I believe she was actually a fairly good commander. Wait, she's still alive? Oh shit, she's still alive. Hot damn, never mind. I'm sorry. I've been talking behind your back, but it turns out that your back is still ripe and fresh. Ah, yes. Pluten. Pluten, the Emperor of China. Who's, you know, Afghani and also Zunist. Apparently still hasn't gotten married. Or at least that's what the game thinks. And he seems to have lost all of his stats. They've all become question marks. Well, we know that he has a child with a concubine. Most likely with his sister. It makes sense, right? I mean, she's the child of a concubine. I did send him a concubine in the form of his sister, right? I mean, it's not guaranteed, but, well, regardless, my wife is my granddaughter. Urine, despite being a brilliant strategist, well, did I send her as a concubine? Or, yeah, no, this is the one that I sent as a concubine to Pluten, I think. Sapur, don't care. Raresh, the second iteration of Raresh, unfortunately kind of died of poor health. I believe this is also during the plague years. So dumb, the dumb one, is still somehow alive and kicking, and she has had a non-dumb child. Okay, interesting. But not really. Now, where were we? We ended things off with so dumb. Let's see. There we are. The second iteration of Khanzir turned out to be an amazing general, but unfortunately he kind of died before he could really show his true muster. Not the one. Fucking this asshole gorged himself to death, hopefully, on the plague. Zere, another one that just kind of died during the plague years. I think most of our children in the later part of the game kind of died from the starvation and all that stuff. Osiosis Beniosis died in battle. Huh. And this was actually 5 years ago, so I think it happened while I was trying to do all the vassal management. Sorry. So I actually had a fair bit of rebellions happen, despite being very careful. So, I had to deploy my troops and all that stuff, and I think Osiosis Beniosis kind of died during that. A son died of pneumonia. Ang is still alive and kicking, and he's apparently out of patience. Right, I think it's because I've been using him as the court tutor. And Binav is still alive, and she's apparently rejecting seduction attempts. Persian, I had with my concubine, Sushan. Sahab, again with Sushan. And Dilvin with Sushan. And he got ourselves some new concubines. Pernet from France, and her from Tibet, I think, originally. Yep, possibly. Alright, so that's all the children that we have. I forget how the how these normally go, because it's been a while since I've done the post-mortem. But I think that's generally it, right? I go through the children and rulers and whatnot. Okay, so that's the children. Oh, wait. There's one thing that I really wanted to do, because this was a bit of a special special circumstance. We need to see how many people in the world have lover's pox. I like to think that it's mostly because of Zumbilius's ability to shag everyone and everything that these lover's pox has spread so far. But I don't know how many people this would be, but it seems like lover's pox is fairly common in the world now. I don't know how the Queen of Sicily has lover's pox. Maybe she had a lover with lover's pox, possibly? No, that's not it. Wait. What? No, no, no. I'm a little confused. Never. Wait. He didn't have lover's pox. He doesn't have lover's pox. When did she get married to an Afghani Zunbil? Huh. Weird. But whatever. It's fine. Somehow she acquired lover's pox. I'm assuming it's because of the some unknown lovers and all that stuff. The despot of Bavaria, really? They call the despot? Is that how it works in Greek culture? They call it despots? That's funny. He also has lover's pox, and of course, one of our kings in our empire also has lover's pox. Yep, that's a lot of people with lover's pox. I don't know if you guys end up having this many people with lover's pox in your game, but I'm hoping that I'm kind of the exception, but I don't know. Alright, so I think the real measure of how far Zunbilius himself has spread lover's pox is looking at the incidence of lover's pox in our own empire and the Church of Zun. So it kind of seems like, I mean, actually, we might be in tied with Greece here. And Suaminusco, actually, you know what? I think Suaminusco has the most. I don't know. I obviously have no way of telling how many people to whom I spread my lover's pox, my herpes, but I like to think that it has become a global issue. It actually does seem to span from, like, you know, way over this side to way over that side. So hopefully, we'll see our herpes just get even more and more crazy. I mean, not that we're gonna continue this campaign, but you know what I mean. And I think that's it. So I think now would be a good time to kind of like end things off by looking at our actual past rulers and reminiscing about them. So now, let's resign. Here you go. Boom. Come on. Give me the goods. We ended things with a score of 186,699. I like the 69-69 kind of thing going on there. Alright, so we started with Satrap Jimofuta, the Old, who ruled for 15 years, followed by Satrap Shakur. I believe we couldn't rename Shakur because he was already an existing son. I think with Shakur, we tried to, I think as Jimofuta, I tried to kill the older son. I think Shakur is the younger son of Jimofuta, and I ended up killing Shakur, or his brother, by sending him to a disease place or something. And our first custom named ruler, Pluten, the Sword of the Sun, ruled for 38 years. Raresh ruled for 48 years. Khanzir ruled for 46 years. And of course, we ended with Zunbilius, the Sword of the Sun, who's ruled for 172 years. Holy crap. This is such a short list. Despite the fact that we've been playing for, I don't know how many years. We started in, like, I think 769, right? So despite that, it seems like, I mean, obviously it's because Zunbilius here has ruled for 172 years. But even so, I think for the most part, I don't see a lot of rulers ruling past 30 years or so. And I think, yeah, just about every single one of our rulers, except for the first one that we started with, ended up ruling for 30 plus years, 36 being the shortest. So, yeah, holy crap. That was quite an adventure, guys. I had a lot of fun with this. And I'm sorry the post-mortem didn't come out until later, but hope you understand, because I tried to get things organized and all that stuff, and also tried to compile some stuff. But some good things happened in the end, because you know, we got ourselves an immortal Glitterhoof. Unfortunately, we're not going to see that the fruition of that anytime soon, I don't think. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to see that happen again in our next playthrough or next series, wherever that may be. All right. So, with that, we'll tie up the Praise the Zun campaign, which turned out to be a roaring success. especially with our conquering of China. And it seems like everyone had fun, so thank you guys so much for keeping up with it, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next series. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast!